Okay, so we're doing a handover here for the Burstner Nexxo. Across here on the passenger side we have the fuel cap, ignition key to unlock. A bit further up here, fresh water tank, unlock with the key, off it pops, same as the ignition. Here we have the LPG tanks, that fits 2 bottles. That simply just screws into whichever bottle you're using, and there is air vents there to allow any leakage to escape. To the side of that we have the mains hookup. A bit further along the back here, just underneath the back here, we have the waste water. Simply just turn that down and then turn that and it empties. And here at the back we have the cassette for the toilet. Lift, put it open, turn that, undo, and as you're pouring out, press that button down and it stops any glug bang. At the rear of the vehicle we've got the tow bar with the mains hook up there, little camera at the bottom, bike rack, pull down, fix the wheels to that, and that fits onto your subframe holding in place. And at the back we have the reverse cameras. Coming across to this side, storage to the underside of the fixed bed, and also in this cabinet we have the main drain valves. So when you are isolating the vehicle at the end of the season, there's a little yellow tap here. So you undo your waste tank, you turn your taps on and you simply push that down. You've also got this here to drain the heating system. When you turn that, there is a tiny blue button right on the front end that pops out. So when you're putting it back, you have to turn the tap and then press that button back in just to make sure that it's active again. Here we have the outside shower point. Should be a fitting inside the cab somewhere. And there we go. Okay, so starting off in the cab, we've got the swivel seats here. They turn around by putting out that lever, and then that will spin around. You may have to slide backwards and forwards a little bit just to manipulate it. You've also got the adjuster there to tilt you backwards and forwards. At the front here we've got the glove box, which contains all your literature for the cab end. Above that is a storage box there. There's a storage box in front of the driver's side with a 12-volt socket. You've also got a pull-over tray there with the cup holders on. CD radio cassette, aircon, push it in, and then you can select, you know, how powerful you want it to go, your temperature, and your air. 5-speed gearbox, a little bit more storage down there. On the left hand side of the steering wheel we have the controls for the stereo, so that operates off the here as well. Indicator and your cruise control. Electric windows, and this here is also your reverse camera, so as soon as you put that into reverse, that should engage. Okay, so in the dinette area, as well as having the extra belts here, this converts to make an extra bed. There is a smaller leg which is tucked away underneath this seat, and there's a lower bar, so the table will drop down to about this height. Your cushions then slide across. This panel here, take the legs off the reverse side, pop it up, pop the little legs on. Same with this one here, and then all your cushions slide out. While we're in this area, underneath here, there's your small leg. That's an extension to the dining table, so you'll need that in to make the actual bed up. Those are your legs that you've got to pop off, and they're just a little spring clip there. That's your solar panel. That indicates and lets you know that it's charging. Underneath the other seat is your fresh water tank. Obviously it fills up from the outside, and when you empty it, you simply turn that little dial there and that will empty the tank. If you only turn it 3/4 of a turn, it leaves you with 20%. Just behind we have a TV system. To release this, you need to push that in, and then that whole bracket system will pull out, and then you can rotate the TV to wherever. When you're putting it back in, simply push along and tuck away. Okay, moving on to the kitchen. So up here we have storage cupboard. Now to open, push the button in and lift. Also, you've got all your manuals, remote controls for the habitation side there. Lower down we've got the gas hob. You will need an ignition for this, so either a match or you can buy the gas lighters. You push in, twist, light. Once the flame's lit, you gently let that out after a couple of seconds. If it stays lit, you've done it correct. If it goes out, just repeat the process, but holding for a little bit longer. Obviously you've got your security glass there. Don't put that down when it's hot up. It is shatterproof, but obviously not completely heat proof. Draining board area, simply pop out your plug if you need to, and your sink there. That tap will rotate and move, and you lift and turn to adjust your temperature. It is indicated on top, left for hot, right for cold. Underneath we have some drawers, and again, to open the drawers, push the button. That gives you your handle. You can then open and close. Across here we have a wardrobe, so again, push the button and it pops open. Over to the fridge. Now the fridge is a freeway. It works off of the gas, it works off the electricity, it also works off of the leisure battery. Now here is your process. That is your gas. You may be able to hear that clicking trying to ignite now. That is your mains, so when you get to a hookup you plug it in and that then works off your mains. And that is for leisure. Now your leisure battery only operates as a cool box and will only operate while the key is in the ignition and the engine is running. It is not made to run off of a leisure battery full time. Adjust the temperature of the fridge here, and you can also lock or unlock. Or if you wanted to leave it partially open, it will slide into place, so you've still got a bit of an air when you're putting it away for the winter. Up here we have the oven or the grill. To open, push up the handle here and lift. Push in, that starts your ignition process, and then turn to light, or the oven goes in the other direction. This little lever here opens up the toilet, so if that is open you won't be able to remove the cassette for the toilet, and then that closes. You've also got your flush system there. Shower screens, they are secured at the top and at the bottom, both sides, and then you can operate your shower screen. One drops in the back to stop the toilet getting wet, and then the other one encloses here at the front, and then you've got your little shower cubicle. The shower operates off this lever here. That's for your pressure, and again, hot or cold. Across to your sink unit, again, hot, cold, and lift to get the water pressure. Okay, onto the control panel. Very simple system. That turns on your 12 volt. Press that button, it tells you how much is in your engine battery. That tells you how much is in your leisure battery. And these tell you your water measurements. This little switch here is to turn on your water pump, and to turn off the system you just press 0. If that light is on, it also means that you're plugged in to the mains. The controls for the heating and the water are down here. That there is water at 60 degrees, water at 40 degrees, off. heating on its own, which is then controlled by that dial, and then heating and water, and again the heating temperature is controlled by that dial.